What is going on YouTube? It's Bully bringing y'all a brand new video for you guys today. Now in today's video, we'll be giving y'all the best button configuration in Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. If you're a pad player, I mean, it's gonna help you a lot because it's certain things that you need to bind, and the way how I bind it, there's logic behind it. So we're gonna get straight up into it. We have the phase 4 buttons, which is square, which is light punch, and then triangle is heavy punch, X is light kick, and a circle is heavy kick. But we got to go into the other things. Now in this button configuration, I'm going to explain why you want to do this or why I have it like this. Now if y'all are from previous games like Street Fighter, I think that's mainly what majority of this like player base will be coming from. It's probably Street Fighter because they got Terry in it, or like what is it, KOF. The R1 was mainly used for either EX, and I have it as EX right now, but it's basically like a heavy punch in Street Fighter. So when I actually press this, it goes into EX, right? In certain situations. So I actually do appreciate that, you know, that they added that inside the game, because I gotta need that. But we have the EX easy to be implemented, because if you do implement it like this, let me like this, and you pressing both of these buttons at the same time, this is light punch and this is heavy punch. If you press it like this, it leaves a chance for button errors, right? Or input errors, and you want to minimize the input errors because it's easier to do something like this when it comes to take a grab, and it's easier to do like a SPG with triangle circle, but it's not easy to do that. Sometimes it causes input errors, so you want to minimize the input errors as much as possible, and that's exactly why I have the light and heavy kick on R2, because mid combo, let's say I'm doing a combo, right? Hold on, and I go for the slide, right? And I go for the slide, and when I go for the slide, I can't time that. It's hard to implement that normally. It's actually hard to implement that normally, like, but when I have it like this, it's easier for the move to come out. But let me try to do it. I'm a little bad, I'm a little rusty right now. Yo, it's easier to actually do that because I could willingly actually just willingly do that with minimal errors, and that goes out of combo and finish it. So it's easier for me to actually implement that, and then that's exactly why I have some of these other things, these button configurations, like rev guard. So rev guard is usually, I forgot the button it is for rev guard, but the reason why I have this red guard as LB is because it's more so just like direct impact inside Street Fighter. I just want to be able to guard without holding L2. You know, I just want to be able to guard. I literally just want to be able to guard. At some point, some moment, you're gonna have to rev guard as fast as possible. And having it on a trigger, yes, it is good, but I rather just have this red guard right here, so that way I could just at any point I could slide my finger. I could literally just slide my finger, and I already hold the controller like this, like I'm playing like a Call of Duty game. So like my buttons are already on. I mean, my fingers are already on the rev guard, right? Now for the last thing we have is feint. Now feint plays a big part inside this game because certain moves need feinting, like this. You go inside this for a combo. You can do something like that, a whole bunch of other stuff, right? And what you want to do is use feint for some of these situations. Some of these combos actually do not work unless feint is somewhere like in it, so make sure I just, you know, don't forget about that. But feint plays a big part inside this game with everybody moveset. You're able to feint a lot of things, but Ronaldo already made a video on that. But everybody needs feint in order to play the game for some of their confirms, some of their pressure. Like imagine if I didn't have feint for some of these moves, right? And I was forced to actually do a move. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have him jab. That should be as quick as everything, right? And then if I do that, right? So if I didn't have feint for some of these moves, oh, it's too delayed. Oh, they did not do it. Okay, so if I do this, I'm gonna put it on block. Let's say we're fighting, right? We gotta put this in perspective. We're fighting. I'm in a fight. I throw out this move, and I've been caught by this a lot. If I feint, I don't get punished, but I will be forced to do a move. And if I delay it too much, I get hit. That counter hits. For some of these situations, I just normally just get hit, as you of course see. So some of these situations to where like you actually need it, like right here, you will have to feint, but you cannot do a move after. You will have to like cancel it to something like that. And sometimes you don't even want to even take your turn. Sometimes if you are playing to retrieve info from your opponent to see what they want to do on certain moves, you would want to actually feint back up, or you would just throw out like a slow move like I just did with the heavy soccer ball kick. And I feel like having a feint to this, if you get a combo or if you just get a hit and you feint, you could go inside multiple other things. You don't want the feint on the right side because you don't want to put your right hand, or not right hand, but you don't want to put your right hand, your execution hand, because man, you press your buttons. You don't want to put your stress mainly on the right side. You want to lower that stress. So most of the time, if you are playing a game and you're hitting a combo, this is just EX. It's literally just EX. You're not pressing no other button. It's just EX. It's just light, heavy, or whatever. Feinting, pressing the red button and pressing what is it? It's red button and it is heavy kick. You don't want to do that. Look, sometimes it's input errors, right? Sometimes it's input errors. And it's so much stress because you have to do this, and you don't want to overly stress your right hand out. You want to make sure you're able to get few amount of input errors, which mainly you don't want to input error on your feint. You don't want to input error on your rev. You also don't want to input error on your EX. When it comes to dodge attacks like this, hold on, let me go to it. Yo, wrong thing. But when it comes to dodge attacks, the red button and the punch, it's just whatever. It's just whatever, because usually inside most of the combos you are probably not even doing a lot of EX kicks. Where Ronaldo you are, but then in certain situations after the feint you're going this is so much, you don't want to stress out your hand. Like situations like that, you jab, it's either high, low, or whatever, and you know the situation just continues. So my whole thing is, if you don't want to put a lot of the very hard to execute things out of your button configuration. You want to do the hardest things so that way it's easier for you to actually commit and do some of these obnoxious moves like this. I get a headbutt, I can EX, but if I'm normally doing EX, I gotta press X in circle, then I gotta worry about, you see, when I could just and go into it. I gotta figure out when to time it. This I could just auto time it. Jab, and I can just go inside whatever I want to go inside, because that's how easy it is to actually implement some of these moves. And then feint, like I said, if I get a hit on feint, or if I do something on feint, I could put myself out of a situation to chill. And then I could also hold back. Hold on. I could also hold back if I am holding this button and then I hold back. I could also go inside rev guard. I could just rev guard like that. And situations like that, I'm telling you, when y'all get it more down packed, it's gonna be GG's. Like this is literally it. So my only recommendation, if you do want to switch up the button configuration, dodge attack is not really needed right now. I know a lot of people don't really know how to do it, but I feel like it's easier to execute besides kick, because your hand is more up on the upper face of the buttons more than the bottom face. So yeah, y'all can turn it around and figure out how to actually implement, you know, some of these things inside your button configuration. But that is basically my button configuration. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on the channel if you haven't already. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.